FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination, presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. It is wonderful. I love doing this kind of thing. I love it.
Over the last year, I've really gotten hooked on shooting big bore air rifles, and my favorite is called the Dragon Claw. It's a 50 caliber air rifle that shoots either a pellet or an arrow at 500 feet per second, so it's extremely lethal. I've used on all kinds of animals. I wanted to take it on this bear hunt because, number one, hunting with an air rifle in Ontario is legal, and number two, Matti is getting really excited about shooting big bore air rifles.
I'm really looking forward to this trip because it's a first for me. It's a first to hunt in Canada, a first to go on a bear hunt, and a first to hunt with a big bore air rifle.
Although Matti's only 21 years old, she's been hunting all of her life, and she's taken lots of different animals. You know, she's used an MSR, modern sporting rifle. She's used a vertical bow, compound bow if you will, a crossbow. She's used all different methods to hunt, but this will be her first time to actually hunt using a big bore air rifle. So we spent a lot of time shooting the Dragon Claw. I wanted to make sure that not only was she accurate, and that's pretty simple to be honest with you, she's a heck of a shot, but I wanted her to understand the functions of the air rifle, so that way when she was in the tree, she knew how to operate it properly.
Okay, I'm gonna gas it up to right where the red and green meet. You do not want to overcharge an air gun. Take a look at this arrow. It's not your ordinary arrow, it's called an air bolt. On this end, we've got vanes, like any ordinary arrow, but we've also got an outsert with an O-ring. This O-ring is super important because it seals the air on that end. Then down here, we've got another outsert. It's called the air bolt, and it's incredibly accurate. Wow, check that out, almost 500 feet a second.
So this air rifle shoots either a pellet or an arrow. And I choose to hunt with an arrow, and the reason why is because it shoots arrow at 500 feet per second, number one, which is faster than any compound bow or crossbow on the market that I know of. And it puts a gaping hole, and if you hit a bear right, he's not going far.
We're staying at the Hillsport Hilton. It's up in Ontario. It's beautiful and it's so down to earth. Maggie and Gary are great and they're gonna make sure you have a great time.
The reason why I wanted to take Matti on her first bear hunt to the Hillsport Hilton is simple. It's a family-run operation. It's let's put it this way, it's family friendly and there's a lot of bears.
My name is Gary Dorian. My wife and I own and operate the Hillsport Hilton in Hillsport, Ontario, Canada. We specialize in the best black bear hunting in Ontario. Our bear packages are 6 nights and 5 days. We supply food, lodging, the complete package, baited stands. We have tree stands, platform stands, and the best hunting in Northern Ontario.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Walls Pro Series, Legendary Arms Works, Sightmark, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. The High Road will be right back. Now it's time for viewer feedback, brought to you by Protect the Harvest, Protect the Hunt.
All right, this one comes to me off our website from a viewer by the name of Lois. It says, I found your website doing online searches for air gun videos, and I saw where you took a Cape buffalo using the 50 caliber Dragon Claw. That blew my mind that an air gun would have enough power to take down such an animal. Do you think it would be effective to kill an elephant? Lois, that's a really, really good question, and a lot of people didn't think that an air gun would be powerful enough to take down the Cape buffalo, but I'm the only person that's ever been able to do it. Of course, shot placement has a lot to do with it. Now, as far as elephant goes, I would like to be the only person to ever do it on an elephant, and I'm looking for an outfitter right now. Hey, if y'all have got any questions or comments you'd like to connect with me, make sure and log on to my website at highroadhunting.com.
We're on a spring bear hunt. It's the last week of May, the bears are in the rut, and I don't really know what to expect. I've never been on a bear hunt, I've never hunted anything big, I've just done whitetail and pigs, so I'm interested to see what's gonna happen.
Now the time of year, it's end of May, and the weather is absolutely lousy. I mean, typically by this time of year, the weather's a little bit better than it is now, but the weather's lousy, but the rut is right around the corner.
Just got settled in our stand. It's my very first bear hunt. It's really tight right here. We're gonna sit put, fight the bugs for a couple hours, and hopefully we'll find Sasquatch. Now my dad's hunted a lot of bears, to say the least, and I'm really excited he's gonna be behind the camera over there, and it'll make me feel a lot better knowing he's right next to me to help me out. The wind is all over the place. The weather's crazy. 1 minute it's sunny and there's bugs everywhere. Now there's a lot of cover. It'll start drizzling, so I mean, I don't know what bears like, but hopefully they like the sunny weather because it seems to be doing that more.
As a hunter, I don't know about you, but if you have ever tracked black bears, it's really kind of a, I don't like doing it, I'll put it that way. It's for that reason that when I shoot them with a rifle, I try to make a headshot. If I do, they go down right where they're standing. They don't know what happened. If I'm shooting them with a bow, like I said, the middle of the middle, just a little bit forward of the middle, and take a look at this video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Never in all my life had something like that happen, folks. It flat shot all the way through him, into the barrel, stuck in the barrel, the blood on the side of the barrel, and the bear didn't even know he was hit. He turned around, and he's done, baby. He's done. That is a monster black bear, and we got him. Oh my God. That is so cool. That is that's an awesome animal. Awesome, awesome. How far did he go? 4 yards, maybe? I think I got a pretty good setup. Dog, look at the luminox. You can see the luminox right there in the side of the barrel.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Pulsar, Timber Creek Outdoors, Legends Ranch, the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, and FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. The High Road will be right back.
Lucas Oil Products is proud to present Gear Care. 50 caliber big bore air rifle capable of shooting a bullet or an arrow. It's similar to a crossbow arrow in that it's short, and it's called the air bolt. You'll notice on the one end of it, it has an outsert, and it's threaded where you can put a field tip on it or your broadhead. On the other end, this outsert, you'll notice it has a little rubber O-ring. I'm using gun oil. This is made by Lucas Oil Outdoor Line. The reason why this gun oil and no other gun oil on the market is because this gun oil actually has no odor. No odor. So what I'll wind up doing is take a little bit of oil that little O-ring right there. The reason why it helps it lubricate and seal as I wind up loading it into the muzzle of the rifle. The way you load it is simple. You stick it in like this, and I want to turn the arrow like this so the vanes are all folded in the same direction. At the same time, push it down just like that. Hopefully that'll tell you a little bit more about the arrow. The oil that I use, and I recommend using whether it's on your deer stand or on your O-rings, and this rifle is good to go.
For more information on the Lucas Oil Outdoor line, visit our website and join us on Facebook for more gear care tips.
Currently, I'm a senior at Texas A&M. Right now, it's nice for bear hunting because during the day, you're not sitting out, and when the rain's going, we can't sit out. So I've been doing online Spanish homework, which I've been having some trouble with, to say the least, and my dad's been napping. The weather's gotten really lousy. It's really cold. It won't stop raining, but I am determined to get myself a bear. Can't get a bear in the house, so we're going to the stand again. This is the same chair and spot that my daddy shot a nice bear at last year, so hopefully I have the same luck as him. I'm kind of scared of the bears. I've never hunted anything big like this. You don't really have something that can eat you in Texas. And I'm scared when we're walking up to the stand, when we're leaving the stand, I'm looking all around. I'm scared a bear's gonna get me. So I've never hunted bears before, but all I care about is taking a mature bear. I don't want to take a little one. I don't care about getting a big old one. I just want the right one if it's mature. We're hunting over a bait, and these bears have it made. They have the Golden Oreos, name brand, not generic. They've got A&W root beer. They've got fat trimmings from beef. I can't get over how well they are fed. I mean, who could resist this? I can't. Why can't a bear? Ultimately, what baiting does is it allows you to watch the bears longer, so you make a better shot and you can judge what the right bear is.
I was here last year, about 10 days earlier. The weather was a whole lot more pleasant and the bears were a whole lot more reliable. Right now we've got Reconyx cameras on baits all over the place. And the problem is we're just not having much luck, and it's kind of hard for me to get Matti to get kind of pumped up about what a bear looks like, because she hadn't seen one yet.
I'm pumped up about the squirrels because that's all we're seeing right now.
And she's looking at those Oreos on top of the can down there going, mmm.
Yeah, I'm going, because you ate all of ours.
That's all right. All right, well. Got to do something to stay warm. It is, right now, it's probably about 40 degrees. To be honest with you, I have very, very little confidence that we're going to even see a bear. We wanted to come out and just try it and see what would happen. So we're going to stay put. We got about another hour and a half and see what happens. As a hunter, we use lots of tools when we go to the field. And if I was asked to name one of the most important tools, for me, it's always a Reconyx game camera. And I never go bear hunting without it, period. During the year, I'll bet you I take 100,000 pictures all told between deer hunting and bear hunting. And so I never leave home without them. So we've had a lot of bad weather and we had some Reconyx cameras up. Y'all are not gonna believe the size of this bear. He's huge. We had a couple bears hitting one bait, but one of them, he's Godzilla. I mean, you just gotta see him jiggle as he walks. You can see looking at some of these videos that there was bad weather and the bears were still moving. It's still raining, it's getting colder, but we're going out because I'm not gonna get a bear in here, and you can see that some of them are moving and I'm getting cabin fever. I'm really scared of heights, so I'm very thankful that I have a safety harness with me. And also, if you fall asleep or if the tree stand isn't set up right, it's always good to know that you have a backup safety harness.
It's our third setup. We just got up in the stand. We're sitting looking over where we saw a giant bear come in on our Reconyx game cameras. And the weather's awful. It's freezing, it's raining, but I'm hoping that that bear is still gonna come in because on the game camera you could see it was raining a little bit.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by AirVenturi.com, Liberty Safe, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, and Tannerite brand binary rifle targets. The High Road will be right back.
This hunt had been going exactly according to plan. Somebody else's plan, not mine. The weather sucked. I mean, it was cold and wet and rainy, and anybody who's ever bear hunted knows that the bears really don't like it that way. I've never had good experience when it's cold, wet, and rainy. And I was really wanting to make this a special hunt for Matti. I wanted her to at least see a bear. And so every day we went out and we got wet and miserable every single day, but she was optimistic. She remained optimistic, best word I could use. And meanwhile, I was sitting there and thought, there's no way we're gonna see one. And finally it comes to the last day, and thank God the sun finally came out. So in this setup, Matti's about 20 feet away from me, and she's got a little camera mounted on the tree with her, and of course I've got a camera with me, and I can look down at the bait, but she can see the bait differently than I can. She can see a little alleyway coming in behind the bait, and I told her, I said, if a bear comes in, he's likely to come in right down that alleyway that I can't see, so you better be on your toes.
It's our last day to hunt. It's beautiful for the first time. It's not raining, so hopefully a big bear will come out.
If you're interested in going on a hunt next year with me and my dad here at the Hillsport Hilton in spring of 2018, call Gary and Maggie now, because we're gonna have a hunt set up where anyone who watches the High Road can call. It's the first people who call, and they can come with us.
I'm pretty doggone proud of Matti. She's standing up in that tree over there and patient as she can be. She's earning a bear, that's for doggone sure.
When the bear comes in, I mean, he did exactly what I said he was going to do. It was phenomenal. He came in, and I mean, you talk about a rush. Now I'm sitting here, my little girl is off on one side, this nice bear is down below, and I'm thinking, please, please turn sideways and give her a shot. But the bear comes in and teases her, comes in and looks around, picks up a sandwich that she threw down there on the ground. How's that? Anyway, ate the sandwich, eating the cookies, and I'm sitting here looking at Matti out of the corner of my eye. I'm looking at the bear. I'm thinking, please turn sideways. The bear lays down, just like I said it was going to. She couldn't get a shot. Finally, the bear stands up. He turns sideways. I'm thinking, ow, ow, ow. Boom. The arrow went through that bear so fast that literally I couldn't even see it. And that's one of the things, it's 500 feet per second out of this gun. And so that bear, in a matter of seconds, was letting out a death moan. And I mean, if you've ever heard a death moan, it's kind of creepy. And what happened after that blew my mind. I look over there, and Matti is all choked up. It's like she's starting to cry. And I thought, what is wrong? And then all of a sudden it hit me. I thought, that is the most awesome thing, that she is so overcome with emotion that she started to cry.
Oh my God, that was unreal. We were just about to get up and leave. It was the perfect day, perfectly sunny. We didn't see a bear all day, and right when we were about to leave, this guy walked out. I can't stop shaking. This is the coolest thing that I have ever done, without a doubt. Wow. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, it's so far in there. There's so much power. Clean pass through on a big old bear. and stuck in the dirt real far. That's pretty powerful.
I think we proved how powerful this thing really is. Wow. Oh my God. Look at the size of him. I have never hunted anything outside of Texas besides whitetail, and you can't compare this to anything. I mean, he's gigundous. Look at his head. I mean, his teeth. There's nothing like that in Texas. Wow. And he's soft. I didn't expect him to be this soft at all. I've waited my entire life to do this. My daddy's bear hunted since I was a little kid. He comes up to Canada 4 or 5 times a year just to bear hunt. And he can't get enough of it, and I never really understood it until I got to do it.
Well, there you have it. I mean, last afternoon and right at dark, Matti smokes her first bear. And we're already making plans on going back. And because there's plenty of room on the trip, if you want to go, we'd like you to go with us. If you've never been on a black bear hunt, this is a heck of a place. And it's a heck of a bargain too. And so if you're interested in joining us this coming summer at the Hillsport Hilton for a fabulous black bear hunt, what you need to do is visit Hillsport Hilton's website and just talk to them about it. They'll tell you the dates, they'll tell you the cost, they'll tell you what you need to do. And we want you up in camp with us. We want to share the joy of the hunt with you. We want to share some of this fabulous black bear hunting, and we want to get to know you. My name's Keith Warren, and you've been watching The High Road. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. And hopefully, I'll see you at the Hillsport Hilton this coming summer.